Hey everybody, I hope that video yesterday was helpful to anybody who was doing some home training. So I didn't receive any videos from any of you, so I just wanted to remind you that I'd really like to see anything that you guys are practicing, and I'll be happy to give you some feedback on it and also just to share it so that way, we can all see what each other are doing. I think it'll be a fun and engaging way to help keep us all, practicing during this break. So let's get to our second lesson today. So we're going to start from our fighting stance again, and we're going to add the second punch. So we're going to do a double punch here. My front arm punches first, then again, thinking about that technique where you push the ball of the foot on the back leg, hip rotates. I throw that nice, powerful back arm punch. Keeping the chest up, don't lean too much. So you go 1, 2, 1, 2. And same way as we did yesterday, just hit 10 reps. Hit the dirt, do 10 push-ups, go to the other side, hit the dirt, do 10 push-ups, and I'd say go through that twice. So you do 20 repetitions each side with push-ups in between. So moving on, let's do a little bit of kicking as well. So yesterday we did round kicks and side kicks on the wall. Today why don't we do front kick, make it a nice quick one. So again, keeping the chest up tall, we're gonna do 4 parts. Hana, knee comes up. Tu, as the kick extends, try not to lean back. Make sure you're pressing the ball of your foot out, the toes pulling back. Set, net, hana, tu, set, net, hana, tu, set, net. Just do about 10 reps. Switch to the other side, hit a set of push-ups, and I'd say get up, do that front kick a second time. So again, similar to what we just did with the punches, and do 20 front kicks on the wall, each leg with push-ups in between. So next, let's go on to our forms like we did yesterday, and just choose one, same thing that I was talking about the other day, that it might be a little bit difficult to practice the whole form if you're indoors, because to do for most of our forms, there are some exceptions. They're always saying about Nahachi Chodan is a very, very good form to practice in the house just because it doesn't take up a lot of space. But for most of the forms, you're gonna have trouble doing the whole thing in your home unless you got wide open space. It's rainy and cold today, so I imagine nobody's gonna really wanna go outside to practice their forms. So again, just choose a part of the form, especially a difficult part of the form that you can practice. So yesterday for Pyongan Chodan, we did that part in the beginning. Why don't we do the ending of the form, because that's the other difficult part today. So we'll start, remember this is that last, I'll start from this position. Last punch and key up at the end. You're going to look over your left shoulder, step up and turn, arms chamber, all the way back, all the way up. Stepping into your back stance, arms come down. I'm going to move onto a 45-degree angle, stepping forward, arms chamber, and out. Looking over my right shoulder, I step backwards, arms chamber, and come down. 45-degree angle again, stepping up, and down. For Pyongan Idan, I really like, and you guys I'm sure remember practicing this a lot in class. Start from this position, just do, and again, depends how much space you have available, but you can do this whole kind of pass that goes straight down the pike at the end of the form. So I start in my back stance with my knife hand out, chamber the right arm down, stepping with the left foot, hip turns and blocks. Ball of the foot, we just practiced front kicks on the wall, now you get a chance to do them a little bit faster without the wall to help you. 1, hip, 2, chamber, 3, ball of the foot, big hip rotation, and last one, step, hips turn forward, 2 fist block, out of the frame. Pyongan Samdam. There's the one motion that I know, again, talk about a lot in class. It's a difficult one after we have our knife hand. The arm comes down. Big step with your right arm folding behind your back and then rotate. So it's important to end in a straight horse stance with one foot right in front of the other. It's important that you're very deliberate about that step. So I come down, one, big step. This is no good. Right? Because then I turn, my stance is all crooked. I need to make an extra step to adjust it. When my foot steps, I want it to be in line with the ball of the foot on the back leg. And that way, when I turn, I'm in a nice straight position. Pyongan Sadam. Again, we can start after the first key up. Rotate. Right arm pulls back. There's that double punch we just practiced. And back. Left arm pulls back. And for Pyongan Oran, of course, those spear hand parts, always good to practice. So, again, right after the jump, I'm going to do a two-fist lock. I'm going to make a big step with my left leg. Right arm shoots down, concentrating on that sharp hip rotation. Arm pulls up, step, rotating on the balls of your feet, arms come down and up, drive, and out. So, and again, Nahachi, always a good choice for some of our red belts that have it. For those of you that are working on Basai, a really good sequence, one that I like, is one that I've always just enjoyed practicing. It's a fun sequence. As we start in our horse stance, arms are out. Go slow first. Knife hand. Hip pulls back. Punch. Chamber, pushing with your back leg. Hip rotating. Block. Big rotation. Back to the horse stance. Chamber. Drive with the back leg. Hip rotates. Out. Again, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. So those are my suggestions. And again, like I was talking about the other day, you can just choose that part of the form and then think repetitions. So you do it 10 times. Or maybe you choose 2 parts from 2 different forms. You do them 5 times each. Get down to a set of push-ups. Maybe we're getting a little bit tired of push-ups, you can do some sit-ups instead. Especially for those of you that have siblings that train, or maybe even just siblings, parents, somebody around who's willing to do some sit-ups with you, if somebody can hold down your feet. Always remember, you can do sit-ups without somebody holding your feet. It's just a little bit different, a little bit harder, because I have to concentrate on keeping my feet down when I come up. Alternatively, you can do crunches. I like to do them like this. Put my feet straight up in the air. Don't keep my head up the whole time, and then I just bend my body and go up. So, getting a little bit tired of push-ups, you're welcome to throw maybe some sets of sit-ups or crunches in between with the forms aspect of your practice today. So I hope that's helpful to everybody. Once again, please feel free to send any videos of the training that you're doing at home right now. I'd love to share it with everybody. I think it would be fun to see what we're all doing right now. So I'll talk to you guys all tomorrow, back with another video. Thank you.